they don't have like and they even have a lot of what do you call this? A lot of anti-push as well, just with the Pyromancer and Glacius. As for the Hellborn team, yes, they also have a lot of aggression, but the thing is, they still need to have a certain amount of farm on their heroes. Like Ophelia, he can easily rotate out of the jungle anytime he wants, so that's one thing that they have to work that they can work with. One of the advantages that they have, and it seems like Ophelia is going to be going into their own jungle, seeing as to how she didn't pick up a boots. Most probably going to be just staying into their own jungle, picking up some creeps and trying to get a early gank down with the
Hmm.
Swiftblade at the top lane. I definitely think it's going to be a Swiftblade and Master of Arms, and Lodestone is going to be in the middle by himself.
Yeah, and well, I don't know, man, but so far coming into this game, you're just gonna have to really study this. And I don't like the Ophelia pick. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't like the Ophelia. There's just no business to have an Ophelia in this game. I mean, look at Hellborn. They don't have to push strat. So what for having what for get the Ophelia? It's not like she is gonna be contributing a lot. Yes, you got acid bomb. Yes, you have a little bit of push strat coming up from the Wretched Hack because of the additional ability for the Sonar Scream. But Lodestone is not a pusher. Swiftblade is not a pusher by all means. He needs the Blade Frenzy to just keep himself alive. That being said, Ophelia is practically useless in this game. And
Well,
I hope I'm wrong.
I would say you're wrong. I don't really think that Ophelia is that useless. I mean, he has a lot of heal potential, and it
Yes.
has so much synergy with the fact that they have the Master of Arms. So a defensive Master call into a what do you
Ophelia
call
ulti?
this? Ophelia's touch. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it will definitely save their teammates, especially if it's a Lodestone who's trying to get into the midst of the battle,
Yes.
midst of it all. They really want to make sure that he stays alive long enough for him to actually get the Shadow Storm off and the headbutt. Sorry, not the headbutt, the head
Yeah,
smash.
but this is my concern because when you are facing up against a Dark Lady, you just can't play defensively. And having the
Mm-hmm.
Ophelia, I thought was a little bit of a defensive approach because we realized that
True, true.
most of these heroes like Red Master's Call, like the Ophelia's Touch, they are all a little bit of the protective defensive mechanism. But
Mm-hmm.
on your opponent's side, you've got freaking fiery monsters, man, Pyromancer, Magmas. These guys are not gonna let you run away. And Root, yes, you will be able to make sure that your teammates survive the route, but after survival, can you make sure that damage is done? I don't think so. You got, yes, Hack as well as Lowstone, but that's about it. And really, again, it's all up to execution. And I'm just hoping that this Ophelia, because of her presence, man, you're just gonna have a. I mean, they could have gone down south with a triple tri lane here, but nope, it seems like Turtle Masters is pretty much prepared for that, and they're just gonna play regularly. So Ophelia is gonna go to their own jungle, like you nicely pointed out, and MOA is gonna be around top lane to help Swiftly a little bit, and maybe even get a kill on this Keeper here. Keeper with Nature's Will is actually being boxed out there. What of Rev is actually gonna be called out here. God Hand is in a lot of trouble there. Maybe a second star for MOA could have just sealed the deal, but Nature's Will by Keeper is gonna keep himself safe.
Oh, that's
I mean,
actually. Mhm.
yep, sorry, but let me just say this, exactly my problem. Because if you've got Ophelia being a separate support hero, bam, Gatekeeper already. But still, it's
Yep.
fine. Because I just hope this Ophelia actually pays off.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I agree with you on that point in terms of like if it was secondary support, yes, it would have been a bit better. But right now, like if Ophelia is able to quickly get the early farm that he needs, to see how quickly he's already stacked the jungle. He's gonna work towards just
Yeah, man.
farming very, very quickly,
He's a champ.
getting yeah, getting that early farm. As soon as he gets that, at least the level 5 ultimate that allows him to. No, sorry, not level 5 ultimate. What am I talking about? As long as he reaches level 5 and gets the level 3 command skill, he's gonna be able to get 2 creeps to use for his advantage, and that will definitely spell the time when usually
Oh.
they're gonna start pushing around.
My god, this Ophelia amazed me, man, with the amount of crypt stacks there. But in general, very effective. And I hope that she's just gonna get good farm. But that being said, she's just only looking at GPM of 100 plus right now. But still stacking up the crypts really nicely. And even if this farm doesn't go to her, this is just great effort coming from Ophelia. Really a great Nature's Warden, in fact. So really huge respect there. But meanwhile, Lodestone not having the best of games here. Level 1 only, and the fact that he is at only about 69 GPM. Crypt kill, I think practically none. Yep, and against the Dark Lady, Lodestone is not gonna have a good game. So he either rotate up north to try and address the kill on Keeper, or maybe just get a little bit of backup to just address the Dark Lady, because we all know just how much this Dark Lady snowball, and the right way to shut down Dark Lady is just put a lot of this early game pressure. Right now, Keeper in a lot of trouble again. Swiftblade just gonna spin himself down, and he gets the Bloodlust. Goes in favor of MRR. Bomb Rusher Paul there. Great combinations coming out from Bomb Rusher Paul as well as Rebecca Black playing as the MOA.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of burst potential over there and a little bit of sustainable DPS. So, and there was just like he was caught in the wrong direction. No trees nearby, so really unfortunate for Keeper of the Forest. Could not utilize the Nature's Veil to effectiveness right there, and that's just gonna really set him back. He is sitting at level 3, so I mean, it's an exchange that you really do not want to have to happen, especially if you're in the off lane and you're gonna give like the carry of their team a bit more farm. You know, Swiftblade, he got the first blood. Yeah, it was the first blood. Yep, it was him. Yeah, he got the first blood, so he's gonna be able to like pick up on a lot more farm. Master Farms, of course, is gonna excel his levels a little bit more just because of the fact that he did assist with that. But I mean, I have to say in the middle lane though, Wretched Hag is doing a pretty decent job against the Pyromancer and the Magmus. Playing very safe, but still getting the levels that he needs.
Yeah, but Hag is not having the best of games against a XIZ that's playing as the Magmus here. So Magmus having 19-5 farm, as well as the fact that we have got Pyromancer on nothing at all. Against the Wretched Hag that's just standing at about like 11-4, so maybe not too shabby, but still half the farm of Magmus. That means that GPM he's just gonna take a little bit of a beating there. But against the Magnus, that's just so aggressive with a little bit of help coming from the Pyromancer. There's just nothing that Hag could possibly do. I'm just glad that, you know, the amount of deny is not too much, so she's just going to be standing at level 4 just as this Magnus is also going to be at that level.
Yeah, and I really feel so sorry for Lodestone. Like, he's getting
Yeah,
boxed
man.
out so hard out of this lane. Like, this is so very grim for Hellborn team because Dark Lady is picking up farm at the bottom lane. They have to make sure that they address this issue sooner or later, because if Dark Lady is able to pick up that early Rune Cleaver, then it's gonna spell doom for the rest of the Hellborn team, because he can easily burst down heroes like Ophelia, Wretched Hag, Master of Arms. These are 3 heroes that can definitely be easily killed by Dark Lady through just one rotation of Dark Blades on top of Tainstone and Charging Strike. So, you know, they need to be very aware of the fact that this Dark Lady is continuing his farm in the bottom lane with no issues.
That's right. My Keeper is meanwhile being shut down at the top lane, so that's pretty much fine. But now Lodestone, a lot of trouble though. Glacius comes in, and it's not like Ice can do anything against Metal, but maybe with a little bit of a backup there. Pyromancer comes in play, but will not do much of a thing again. But still, Chidawan X, man, I'm just gonna have to tell you, but he will not have the best of games here, and he needs basic items like basic survivability, a little bit on the portal key. Those are key items on a simple Lodestone, and man, there's just no room for rotation on MRR's lineup because of the Ophelia. And again, it boils down to Ophelia. Really, what can she accomplish so far in the early stages? There's just nothing that she could possibly do. Maybe if you argue that she's in the other area, like in the Legion jungle, maybe something could have happened there. But Keeper now gonna rotate down, which means that Swiftblade is also gonna get equivalent free farm. And in terms of level, both of them are pretty much dead even. In terms of GPM, Swiftblade does have a little bit of added advantage. No, actually no, it's like dead even still. Because Swiftblade, even though with a little bit of kill there, Keeper did put forth a little bit of deny, if I'm not wrong. Let me just check that out. Yep, 2 deny. And other than that, Dark Lady, man, just farming up as much as possible. Already having the Ghost Marchers. As for Swiftblade, opted for a quick life tube.
Yeah, I mean, now with the Ghost Marcher, it's going to be able to do a lot of harassment to Lodestone, especially the fact that Lodestone during the early stages, he only has a level in the Lodestone place. Usually that's what you go for, and then kind of like max out your head smashes for that superior damage one. Because once you reach the level 6 ultimate, you want to be sure that you can easily burst down the heroes. But yeah, I mean, Dark Lady is going actually for more of like the level max into Taint Soul, which is pretty decent harass in my opinion against the Lodestone. Doesn't really need to keep utilizing the Dark Blades or Charging Strikes for any more follow-up, but I mean, just at the start, he just needs to focus on just farming, like, and
Yep.
like Keeper of the Forest, level 6 already. I don't think he's gonna pick up his not mana ring, the Ring of Sorcery a little bit later, because he did have to rotate around from the offlane to the jungle. But he is gonna get the root off onto this Wretched Hag to get a Glacius. Yep.
You need to run out there, but Ice Imprisonment and Root's gonna land there, and the chain stun just overwhelming. Hag goes down equally fast. Now Ophelia comes to play. Yes, please change the stun. Ophelia, what a big play there, picking out that Pyromancer at the very least. Now Swiftblade comes to play here, but he is just dancing around a little bit too much. Maybe going for a bit of a Swift Slash. No, it's just gonna look good there. Hello?
Yeah, sorry, I forgot to unmute. But yeah, I mean, just a little bit of misplay there coming up from Swiftblade. I think he actually wanted to use the Swift Blasters, but it was fogged, and then he just like stood still there. And it was like, you know what, okay,
Yeah.
forget it, I'm just gonna continue. pushing. And this is exactly what they need to like. Look at Ophelia, man. The fact that he does have the Minotaur creeps, it is gonna what is this? Provide what do you call it? The attack speed aura. So it's
Swift aura, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, attack speed aura.
yeah, the attack speed aura coming out from the Minotaur. So it's something that they have to work with, and they can easily push down the
Oh,
tower.
stun on the Magmas. First one, second one's gonna land very quickly though, but no follow up. And it seems like Minotaur's gonna nicely fall back. And look at the amount of effect he has on the first tower. Yep, with the Ophelia, I need to push, and that's the problem here. So, for Third Masters at the very least, yep, the Swiftblade is behind enemy lines there. Keeper comes back out, doesn't have the root. Swift will not jump his ulti on a bunch of animated tree dogs. So
The problem now is that Lodestone is still not level 6, so they can't really take a proper engagement. So is Richard Hag, not really level 6 just yet. Oh god.
Yep, they're just forcing things right there. And it seems like finally we have got a little bit of engagement happening here. Pyromancer trying to run away there. Lodestone would possibly go down. Yes, he will. But Hag is not able to do much of a thing. And here comes the Dark Lady. Iron Nun. What is silent on the Richard Hag? Chainsaw, please. And yes, he goes down really quickly. So they should not force a team fight. Again, really, no ulti on, no Shadow Storm, no Bad Blast. Just what is MRR thinking?
Yeah, like I mentioned, yeah, I mean, why would they...
Tower gets denied.
And plus that, like they weren't focusing their attention. They're right now they're just really miscommunicating and not sure as to what they really want to do. They didn't get the tower. They gave up free kills. They went in when both their Hag and Lodestone was only level 5. Look at MOA. MOA is not even level 6 yet, so they can't really afford to be diving towers without the defensive master's call.
Yes, let me check with you. Did Ophelia pop her ulti?
Yeah, she did pop in the previous
Yeah, but
match,
it's
I think
actually no, it's not. It's actually on. It's actually off cooldown right now, so it means that she didn't use it. But meanwhile, middle lane again, Hag goes down really quickly. Look at the amount of fiery monsters Team Legion have. Godzilla brother and sisters there. All of them just gonna stun Hag down to the ground.
Plus the ice combination from Glacius, and that's just damn.
Yeah, we just love fire and ice combo, man. Yeah,
it's really unfortunate for like this is exactly what I was talking about. Like the amount of stuns and lockdown coming from Legion team, that's not something that you can take lightly. And like Ophelia's touch could have been used there in the middle lane, I feel, but I think again just lack of communication right now.
Tornado going in the worst of directions there, trying to act as a spy to try and have a little bit of a vision, which is pretty much decent. Then Wolf Commander is gonna be acting as a little bit of a distraction. I mean, Ophelia's micro so far, I'm just very satisfied with that, but still, I don't see a huge amount of contribution coming from Ophelia. She didn't even pop the ulti there, because if she did, Hag wouldn't have died. Yes, that's one. And the next thing is the fact that you've got Magmas here, XIZ potting out, yes, maybe using Eruption to go in for a stun there, waiting for backup. Eruption, yes, no, it goes in for the stun first. Swiftblade gets stunned, but Glacius not gonna commit on anything there. Swiftblade is not like, wait, he does have ulti, so better not do anything silly there.
In the meantime, the bottom lane, actually, they tried to go on Dark Lady, almost killed him. Both the Shatter Storm was used, and with the help of Wretched Hag, but unfortunately didn't get to kill him off. And they're gonna get the mid tower. Ooh,
nope,
nice deny actually.
Gets denied. Yes, nice hack there, 3Q, making something happen. 4-4 though. This game's still very much dead even here. And the biggest problem, again, in this game, I feel, is that Team Legion, they are just so painful for Team Hellborn, and there's just a lot of lockdown here. Heck, you don't even need a mage spin to lock down this little ugly witch here. But I'm just hoping that Team Legion or Hellborn, whichever team it is, try their best to make good use of the engagements opportunity that they have. Because I thought that Team Hellborn, Ophelia, if she popped the ulti in the middle engagement, maybe a turnaround would have happened. But first of all, the mistake was Swiftblade jumping on the backend lines there, because jumping on Glacius as well as Pyromancer. Yes, he did drive away 2 very fiery characters, but still, that's a little bit of a problem because he was not able to get any kill. And second of all, the rest of his team wasn't even level 6. Now that we are looking at them already past level 6 point and having their ultimates pretty much off cooldown, maybe a big engagement can ensue from Team Hellborn side. But Legion, they're just waiting for something to happen, man. They are just completely comfortable letting Dark Lady farm as much as possible. And Iron Nun, look at his items, man. Very quick rune cleavers that's gonna happen on this little lady here. Yep, definitely about 12 minutes in. I'd say by about 14 should get a rune cleaver.
Yeah, I think he did buy at least one of the broadswords. Almost gonna reach the second broadsword soon. So yeah, definitely most probably gonna reach it by the 14 minute or 13 minute, like you mentioned. he's just getting so much farm. I'd like to see the Keeper of the Forest at least try to stack the jungle for him after he's because the Keeper of the Forest has a pretty decent farm on himself right now. I think he's gonna work towards getting the Astrolabe. Definitely needs that. There's a couple. The only thing stacked right now is just the small camp coming up. So Pyromancer should actually try to go ahead and stack the hard camps. Just build it up for Dark Lady so that he can be able to farm even more faster.
Yes, and it's a little bit interesting to see, but well, Swiftblade doesn't have the quick well, Ghost Marches, but he's actually on top of the entire GPM charts there. And yep, he does have the Rune Cleaver already completed, so those are in the career, and we'll be going up to him very quickly. Swiftblade, yep, and meanwhile Dark Lady also purchasing her own equivalent of a Rune Cleaver. So both of these carry gonna have exactly the same items. How ironic that is. But it seems like taking out the Ancient right now may not be the best of ideas, simply because the tower is challenged, man, and you don't have full health points on every single one of this hero. So don't take a team fight, but triple Minotaur on Calyrex. Maybe good micro can happen there.
And that's not well. I think they definitely can't defend this again. Also because of the fact that Lodestone just used the Shatterstorm to clear out the Ancients. So I mean, they did pretty decent amount of chip damage to the tower. Hopefully the heavy ballistas will be killed before it is in deny
Yes.
range. Is it? Yep, it's not gonna be in deny range, so it's still okay for the Legion team. But yeah, I mean MRR right now they're just going as 5, well not really 5, but 3 into like jungles and stuff like that. They can't get much done right now. Affiliate would like to actually see him be a little bit more aggressive, since the fact that he already picked up his mana ring, and I think he is almost close to picking up the Astrolabe. I think another 50 more gold and he should have that to work with. So that would be very effective, and then that's when they can kind of push out slightly a bit of the lanes. Swiftblade is just continuing to farm the what do you call this? The Rune Cleaver, and I think I'm very interested to see his first few items. I'm really not sure what it's going to be, but look at Glacius and Pyromancer right now.
Oh, they're going for a big stun. Bad ball's gonna happen there. Now Pyromancer gonna pop the ulti on Ratchet. Finally gonna use the ulti. Is Ophelia there. And what a 287 critical damage. Ooh.
Slaps him in the face. He's like, what's up? And he just dies. Yep.
Down he goes really quickly, but
Yep.
it slaps him with his blade there.
Yep.
It's
Chop,
like
chop.
how you slap a fish before you just chop it up. But that's the fish bucket for you. Anyway, this is HoN, not the fish bucket. So let's just carry on. We got triple Minotaur here and bottom tier 1 challenge there. No contest there. Fort's gonna be used. Minotaur top lane also, but Fort on team Hellborn not used just yet. No, they're not gonna defend it. It's gonna be a pure trade.
Yeah, they can easily try to push down to tier 2 as well, and that's why you can see why Glacius and Pyromancer are quickly rotating the bottom lane. They definitely do not want to give that up. Keeper of the Forest does have a... He actually went for the Ghost Marchers instead. So not exactly sure what items is. It looks like he's going to be going for more of the Portal Key, Astrolabe into Restoration Stone, which is fairly okay. Barrier Idol would still be a very good choice because it will negate a lot of damage coming out from Wretched Hag, and that will mean that it's ultimately a useless ultimate from this Wretched Hag. So I mean, Barrier Idol is still a pretty good choice since there is still like Master of Arms, the Fork Lightning coming out from him, but usually he's gonna use the Acid Bomb. So yep.
Yep, they're gonna take Kong while we speak right now, and it seems like Kongor gonna be challenged by 3 Minotaur. Is this even correct? How can 3 Minotaur be smaller than a Kongor? But anyway, that's fine. So, yep, Kongor's gonna go down really easily. Legion has got no idea that this happened. And it's gonna be a Loggerhatch on the ground, that's fine. Not a token, so don't worry about that. And, I mean, the amount of aggression that Team Legion has, I just like their draft, but can it really come to fruition? Again, is the biggest question, because now you've got a Swiftblade that is just fearless. He has got a Token of Life, and already a Rune Cleaver. Do note that the fact that Dark Lady, not really having the best of farm still, about 400 plus GPM, and she needs just maybe an additional 10 minutes. That's all she needs to get her basic damage items up. Maybe even a shrunken head in that whole process. But that being said, Swiftblade is also sitting a pretty scary farm, so this game could be pretty dead even. We still don't know who's gonna win the late game fight. Clash of the Dark Lady against the Swiftblade.
Yeah, and I think like Dark Lady, if he wants to go for more of a greedy route, he can actually go for something like an Abyssal Skull to continue farming. Or if not, if he wants to be a little bit more evolved, then he should quickly pick up the Shrunken Head and then transition into something like the Dawnbringer, as that would be very, very effective for their team. Unless he decides that he wants to go for more of like a what do you call this, a Geometer's Bane into a Frostwolf Skull, but I think the Dawnbringer is actually pretty decent on a Dark Lady on top of things like a Savage Mace or even Critical, as they can easily tear apart every single person on the Hellborn team.
That's right. So, man, really, I'm just hoping that Hack's gonna build something really productive for the rest of his team because it's just sitting about 2,000 plus gold right now, and she might actually be looking at Grimoire power. Again, that's gonna be really effective, but it will not be useful against the Dark Lady who has got Shrunken Head. So right now, I mean, Dark Lady already has got a Abyssal Skull, and the Abyssal Skull plus the fact of the Rune Cleaver, she's just gonna be farming really insanely. On the flip side though, Swiftblade may not have so much gold, but it's kind of surprising to see that he's actually standing at 3-0 and 1, and Dark Lady only 1-0 and 1. But the amount of creep kill is just starkingly different here. Dark Lady at about 145, and Swiftblade just about 111. Meanwhile, Glacius just hides behind those trees, waiting for the tower to go down. Fort's gonna be used here. Magmas comes to play. Eruption gonna be channeled here. Lodestone actually looking to run away, or may not be so. Denies the tower really nice. Now Magmas, boo-hoo, he goes down really quickly. Not really sure what happened there, but I do believe it's because of Shadow Storm.
Yep, and overextension again. Like they didn't have any wards behind the tower, so or it was dewarded. Yeah, it was dewarded by Rebecca Black. I'm not sure if there was a ward there. I wasn't really paying attention, but yeah, because of that, they actually kind of threw away a slight lead towards the Hellborn team. Like Hellborn team right now, they did pick up the Magmas.
Oh wait, Root's gonna happen on Hack here. Pyromancer a tad too late.
That was really unfortunate. Now they won't have another. Yeah, they won't have another route to work with for another 100 seconds, so they definitely cannot defend this tier 2 should Hellborn decide to push this down, which I think they can. Lodestone already just picked up his portal key, so that's another thing he gets to work with. And man, like, they are gonna put the aggression on right now. They have the Minotaurs, they even have the Skeleton King, so the perfect combination coming out from Ophelia right now. They are gonna trade actually tier 2 at the top, so it's not that bad. I mean, Dark Lady, he's really greedy right now. He went, like you mentioned, he went for the Abyssal Skull, and that's why he's gonna continue farming up like a storm and continuing picking up on more items. I think he could be working towards a Shrunken Head, but yeah.
Swiftblade goes in with the Token of Life. It's not really that surprising, really, but Bomber Triple there. Level 13 Swiftblade. Dark Lady finally gonna decide pop back home. But hang on a minute, Heck's actually not around here, but he does pop the Swift Slashes really quickly. Swiftblade still standing at the very end though, looking to just dock on the tower with the Token of Life there. Becomes Ice Statue, decides to use that really interesting Blade Frenzy you just read about now. Keeper has got no root, so there's just no cost to just fall back there. Tainsaw gonna be used there, and Magmas goes in, but Swiftblade still stands, and this is because of Raidmaster's call here, but Dark Lady, man, just falling short a little bit there. Swiftblade, I don't know what he's doing, man. He doesn't, actually, gonna be flying back home because of Ophelia there. Oh, missing the stun. How close that is, but yep,
that
both of
was
this.
Clutch.
Lodestone and Hack's gonna flash away and respectively just pot away. But that being said, technically speaking, not a bad push because we just do a little bit of a chip damage on that tier 3 down south. Yes, it's standing about 25% health points right now, which makes the next push very, very easy. But also note the fact that the token wasn't expanded, so he does have about 2 minutes left there. And I'm just glad that that happened. And he does have about 2k gold in his bank, so I'm just not so sure what kind of items he's looking to build. Maybe a Shrunken Head, because that's going to help him survive a lot more as compared to a Abyssal Skull. But I'm just amazed, man. Dark Lady farms so fast. GPM 500.
I mean, that's just the way that the Dark Lady works, and the thing is, this is not even stacked jungles. Like, you just imagine if he was going to take like you see this triple stack, or not, I wasn't sure if it's triple or double stack. The double stack Ancients, if they just gave that to Dark Lady, he's gonna excel his farm so damn high. He's already sitting at 2.8k gold just like after he purchased the Abyssal Skull, so that's very, very scary in its own right. Like, look at Keeper Force, man, just gonna rush for a super early Restoration Stone. I don't think it's gonna be a Hellflower, because that would just be a little bit iffy in my opinion. Kind of a waste if he doesn't even have things like a Portal Key. Portal Key initiation with a Hellflower is just perfect. These are pro teams. These aren't. This isn't pub games, and that's why they will be smart enough to buy awards and stuff like that. So that's something he definitely has to work on.
That being said, man, Hellboy now gonna put forward a little bit of push. Dark Lady, which I've been shadowing for some time right now, is still not gonna look for a push there. But middle lane here too gonna be challenged by Keeper alone. I don't think that Hellboy is actually gonna be deterred by this fact. They may actually lose also the bottom tier 2. But they're just gonna go into the base here and knock a little bit of damage here on the tier 3. That's gonna be happening at the top lane. That Glacius takes the fall. Eruption gonna be challenged on the Magmas. He comes in. But what a instant Swift Slashes, Blade Frenzy it is for the Swiftblade there is. And it seems like meanwhile, Cover of Darkness is going to be used here. Stun's going to land on Magmas. Magmas goes down really quickly. Ward of Wrath is going to be popping out there. Sorry. And finally, Dark Lady having that Shrunken Head right now. It's gonna be really interesting to see. And also, Swiftblade, Shrunken Head. What a dead match. It is dead even in both stands there. But they do have the amount of creep, a little bit of a creep push at the middle lane. That may not be a lot though. But now Dark Lady goes in. Swiftblade, he still has the token. He goes back up the sky and comes back down here. Baby, you're not done. Lodestone goes down really quickly. Swift Slash is going to take care of Magnus really quickly also. Now, it's not the wisest of decisions to spin against the Dark Lady there. But he's going to take a little bit of a beating himself. Pyromancer and Glacier still alive. And what a failed push it is. And it seems like MOA is going to be a little bit of trouble here trying to pot away. Yep. But we'll do so.
Wow, yeah. That was actually a good defense coming up from them. The only buyback I think over there was the Magnus.
That's right.
And he died again, so really unfortunate. As for the rest of the Hellborn team, they only burned the token on the Swiftblade, so it wasn't that bad of an exchange. They were able to put a lot of pressure onto Turtle Masters, and that kind of opened up a bit of space for them. But the thing is, look at that, man. Dark Lady, Shrunken Head, had that in previous team fight. No fear, man. After this item, he's just gonna go for more items like a Dawnbringer into like even a Basher if he really wants to go to. But I think a Savage Mace would do even much more damage, just seeing as to how fast the procs can come out from just the charging strikes.
That is correct, but Swiftblade, man, can a Swiftblade really win a Dark Lady in the late game? That's the biggest question on everyone's mind right now. But Minotaur here is actually gonna spot out the Dark Lady. She's just completely overextended, but she wants the Swiftblade. Swiftblade gonna spin. I don't agree with this because spinning does lower your amount of hits there. And Dark Lady just going down really quickly. This is the window of opportunity for MRR, man. Shadowstorm not gonna be in effect there, and it's gonna be wasted though. But Dark Lady gonna be shut down a little bit. Finally, first death of the game, that is.
Totally not worth it. Not sure why he had to overextend that much. It's so close to the base. Definitely there would be support coming out. So yeah, something that could have just been easily avoided. Look at Keeper of the Forest, man. He just needs another 700 gold. He's gonna get the double resto, and there's not much the Hellborn team can do. The only thing they can do is probably just use the Ophelia's touch just to heal them back to full. But yeah, I mean, it's just a small amount, like it's level 2 ultimate. It's just gonna heal back 300 health.
Yes.
And that's like 100 health more from just the Astrolabe itself.
Well,
So.
let's just face it, man. There's just no way this Keeper's root can lock down the Swiftblade. Blade Frenzy does make him escape away from the root, right? If I'm not wrong. Yes, it does. Magic immunity. Yep, it does. As well as the Shrunken Head. So that's double root, double cancellation, no problem. But Keeper is still going to be pushing on that tier 3 and the middle lane. What an easy take it could be for him there. But Three Dogs is not going to do much effect. Cover of Darkness being used here. Swiftblade spinning out of trouble there. Magnus comes in, but it goes into all the Shrunken Head individuals here. Dark Lady is still looking for a little bit of a punishment there. And it seems like Magnus is going to go down really quickly because of the ulti there. And Swiftblade going to be locked down because he used all his skills already. And ultimately, now he's looking to just knock off that barracks and will go down. But he does get the melee barracks. Meanwhile, the tier 3 is still standing. Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate they didn't have the restoration in that fight. Now they do have though, and at least they didn't even get the base tower there because no one was there to actually force it down. But I think right now what the Hellborn is doing is just try to rush to the middle lane so as to force the buybacks coming out from the Hellborn team.
Yes. Will they fall for it? There's no buyback on this Swiftblade right now. Ophelia, what can she really do? The defense tower is actually going to be nicely forted out there. Pyromancer looking to make something happen. Dark Lady definitely want to knock off this tier 3 before they actually call it quits there. Or actually maybe not, but still we've got Lodestone, MOA, and Ophelia, all 3 of them looking to make something happen there. The defense tower actually might as well be denied. Yes, it is.
Yeah, that was just... It's really sloppy play coming out from the Legion team. Like, the thing is, they didn't even need to put the tower into the deny range if they knew they weren't going to be able to take it down. They didn't even force any buybacks coming out from Hellborn team, so really, really unfortunate. They did set up a ward into the... sorry, no. What am I talking about? I'm going insane right now. Dark Lady has just picked up a Firebrand, so it's most probably going to work towards getting the Frostburn soon. I don't think he's going to go for a Geometers Bane, because I think it's just not really necessary. Some might argue it is pretty good against the Swift Slashes, but the thing is, it's just like you're losing out a lot more of like kite ability and such like, and I mean not kite ability, just the slow potential and such like that. So definitely want to go for a Dawnbringer. Swiftblade is actually carrying a Blessed Orb, so I'm not sure what this could be. I think it could be more of like a... I'd have to say it could be anything from a Culture Sheepstick to even a Frostwolf Skull.
Yeah, but Frostwolf Skull, man, that's just an item that's just gonna make sure that he doesn't die. And that's what I like about carries with the ability to stay alive in most engagements. It's gonna be really effective. But that being said, I'm just shadowing Hack a lot, and it seems like Hack doesn't have the Grimoire power, and it's gonna go a little bit into utility there with the Void Talisman, just to make sure the Dark Lady don't have a grip on her with the Dark Blades as well as Charging Strike. Other than that, there's just no real reason to get a Void Talisman because you've got just Eruption there and all the stuff, and it's a little bit questionable to see both Void Talisman as well as the Shrunken Head on a Wretched Hack.
Yeah, I mean, it's just that it depends. Sometimes it's okay to still do that because you want to rotate around between avoiding the Dark Lady into something like just avoiding the root coming out. Of course, it is kind of hard. Like if they chain it really nicely, then Richard Hack is just most ultimately gonna fall. Richard Hack could have easily gone for item like a Culture Sheepstick on top of a Geometer's Bane. Sorry, not Geometer's Bane. A Grimoire of Power. So not exactly sure what he was thinking, as you mentioned, intending to buy the Void Talisman on top of that. Like Ophelia does still have the Storm Spirit, so that will help in a sense against the enemy team.
Man, I just like this scene right now. Both carry playing Meat Wars, the rest of the team hiding behind as if they don't know what's happening. But definitely, Hellborn has got a little bit of a benefit because of the increased Mega Crypts on the top melee imps there. So they are just looking for early and easy push, and ultimately Legion's gonna have to fall back while they defend the Kong spot, and will potentially go for that right about now. Yes, there is a ward of sight here by look like this, but I don't think it's actually going to spot out the Kong pit. It will spot an attempt though, and we do have the animated trees, invisible animated trees. How cool is this? Version 2.0 animated trees, but they are just a little bit of ward of wreck there. And Lodestone's going to take a little bit of beating though, so I don't think it's actually wise to follow this attempt right now. But double damage on the Swiftblade. He needs to look towards a build out here. Yes, he will just run out there. Kong standing about 50% health. Legion is still just across the river, waiting to make something happen. There is nothing resembling a portal key on the Pyromancer, only a tablet of command, as well as the Glaciers having nothing at all. So only Magmas can pull off a great initiation with the stun, but that's about that.
Yeah, I mean, Keeper of the Forest has the double resto, but he does not have the initiation wise because he doesn't have the portal key, so he's gonna actually have to run in. Haste actually gonna be taken by bottled actually by Hag right there. He can actually decide to pop that and go and try to kill the rest of the entire Legion team if he really wants to. But it looks like they really want to just take down Kong. Look at Lodestone, man. He also went for the Void Talisman, but he really wants to avoid the Dark Lady's spells. But I think that he could have just easily gone for more of like the the barbed armor, and like just return back the damage towards this Dark Lady. Especially since like Swiftblade, he does have the the counter attack, which actually does 30% chance to deal his own attack damage to the enemy hero. So it's like it's a pretty decent counter as well towards.
Oh, now Magma's gonna be caught out here, really going down quickly because of Bat Blast. Glaciers manages one man down. XIZ Glaciers takes a little bit of eating from the Bat Blast, but will not go down. Ophelia gonna be challenged there by the Dark Lady. But Iron Nun is just not committing on the kill there, and they thought that without Magmas maybe they can get a Kong. But the rest of the team is just around in the vicinity there. Dark Lady just looking really gutsy and all. It's gonna be slowed there.
Yeah, I mean...
And they are actually gonna go for Kong themselves, Legion team. I don't advocate this, but... Well, by all means, man, if you guys think they can get it. Magma's actually bought back here, so all 5 of them are alive here. And potentially will be able to do that, but they lose the range barracks up north. And the top lane there. Lodestone not gonna go in for still, is he?
Yeah, Lodestone...
Wow, they actually got Kong for free.
Yeah, I felt like they could have actually tried to contest that, but then again, double resto man on sorry, not double resto, I mean resto on Keeper of the Forest, so he's a double root, easily can lock down the enemy team.
Yeah,
even if you have the Storm Spirit, that's just only gonna get one hero out of it. And then there's the chance that he may get hit by the secondary one.
So this game, practically the closest game you could possibly watch between both teams. 1,000 goal deficit in terms of Team Hellborn, sorry, and 8 is to 13 though. Dark Lady definitely already having completed that Firebrand. Will be looking at a quick, I think Dawnbringer or maybe even a Geometer's Bane. I don't know about that. Can't really put a finger on that. Still, don't really know what kind of item she's gonna have to be. If I was her, I would definitely go for the Brutalizer, man, just to provide an additional amount of damage onto the Swiftblade to try and lock him down as much as possible. Swiftblade having a blast stop. What do you think it's gonna be?
Swiftblade. I think he's gonna go for a Frostwolf Skull, or A Geometer's Bane. Yeah, he could actually go for Geometer's Bane because it's definitely going to be good against the Keeper of the Forest. He really needs that. He needs that for the double Keeper route so that he has free reign of to where he's going to go. Like the Frostwolf Skull can definitely come later if that's something that he wants to get. I think I saw a Frostwolf Skull or something being picked up. I think it was an Ice Brand being picked up by Dark Lady. Yeah, it is. It's actually gonna be a Frostwolf Skull. Sorry, not a Frost Brand. Frostburn, sorry, gonna be picked up by Dark Lady, and there is another item in courier, the Portal Key, which is gonna be going to God Hand.
Yeah, it's
So his initiation now, and that's definitely something that they've been needing for a really, really long time.
yeah. I don't know, man, but if this is gonna happen, it's gonna have to need a keeper with the extra portal key, which he does have right now. So Dark Lady gonna put forth and spearhead the campaign in the middle lane, and yep, the rest of the Legion team gonna be here. We do have Magmus just sorry, there's some Pyromancer just staggering behind a little bit there, but he does have the Bound Eye. Acid
Yeah,
Bomb gonna be cast here. Masters may actually win this here, but still Millibear is gonna be knocked on by the Dark Lady, who has that token, by the way. Gonna be stunned at the very end. Suplay goes in with a stun, nonetheless, looking a little bit of a knock on the Dark Lady, and he cannot afford to go down, but he is gonna go down there. And Ophelia, man, looking to make something happen. Bat Blast gonna be casted there, but no effect at all again. Dark Lady looking to just pursue the matter on the Wretched Hag. Wretched Hag turns into Void Talisman mood, and Suplay brought back, while Dark Lady is completely obsessed with Wretched Hag. The rest of his team is completely melted down by the Soup Blade. Look at that. Destruction at its very best. And Hag still survives. What a big play from the Hag. DQ it is. Glacius gonna go down really quickly. Hooky that is. Colorax. Ophelia pick up a kill. Wow, how amusing that is.
Man, that was just... Holy crap, man. That was just really, really big miscommunication coming out from Legion team. That was a huge Magma's Eruption. But the follow-up was kind of iffy. Like, why was Dark Lady completely chasing down that Wretched Hag? Could have easily just hit the racks. They would have gotten a broken melee barracks by now. So that was just really unfortunate. Magmus, I think he is getting closer towards picking the Culture Sheepstick. I think I don't know if he has bought the Mana Tube just yet, but yeah. I mean, once he gets that Culture Sheepstick, it's gonna be very, very big for the next team fight. Again, like really good plays coming out from MR to actually defend that, and like you said, the Swiftblade man just doing his own thing in the background, like just really, really weird plays, weird decision making coming up from Dark Lady to actually go ahead and trace down the Wretched Hag, who has the Void Talisman. But the thing is now, I don't think it should be that much of a problem. There is a Dawnbringer now finished up on this Dark Lady, so it's gonna be very, very big.
Yes, and well, I don't know, man. Suplay definitely in terms of item is losing out for sure against this Dark Lady that's just standing at about sizable amount of damage and items. Dawnbringer nicely completed already. A Bicep Skull also, and the fact that well, the Bicep Skull a long time ago already, so nothing too surprising there. But I'm just amused as to the fact that as in not amused, sorry, wrong use of word there. I'm just a little bit surprised as to the speed that she completed the Dawnbringer. And the next question really is what's gonna be next in the inventory of the Dark Lady. So send your answers to a particular number, and I hope you guys will get a prize for guessing it right. But on stream, I mean, people are just having a lot of comment here, and still, I don't know, because in general, Suplate, he still has got a lot of a window open for him, but he doesn't have damage. That's the problem, you know. He just have about 200 plus damage, whereas Dark Lady with Dark Blitz giving him a simple 80% base damage plus, I do believe that he's looking at about 300 plus damage, nearly 400 even, and that's gonna be really basic for a Dark Lady. Maybe definitely closing into the high 400 for sure. Yes.
I hope Dark Lady picks up on
double damage rune here. Yep, you were saying?
I hope that Dark Lady picks up on something like a Rift Shards or even a Savage.
Oh, he's not
Beast.
gonna get the double damage rune.
Ooh.
Okay, he doesn't know there's a double damage there. That's fine. That is fine. This fight, they cannot afford to lose because Swiftblade just one last buyback. If the same thing happens again, they're pretty much done there. Double root gonna be up, ready for Keeper. Waiting for the window. Waiting for the call sign. Waiting for the Q. Dark Lady, please give us the Q there. Not gonna go in just yet.
I mean, he has token. He doesn't need to be so afraid. Like, there's still 1 minute up. Like the.
Yep.
He could actually just go ahead and continue destroying the creeps here from Ophelia, so it doesn't have that to work with. Melee Barracks just really low right now, can just walk in and auto attack that. I don't see why he shouldn't just do it. Like, he does have the token to work with. He doesn't even need to pop the Shrunken Head. Look at that. Oh.
Chopping him down really quickly. Damage, definitely he's winning her, for sure. And also gonna be silenced though, but where is the ulti though? Just gonna try to spin away. Meanwhile in the background here, Pyromancer gets really low here. And Double Root's gonna pop there. Lodestone, not gonna do much of a thing. Wretched gonna go into Void mood, so it's not gonna be effective though. Lodestone tries to do a little bit of a pull away. And Dark Lady finally goes up and comes back down. We do have Melee Barracks having a little bit of a trouble there. It's actually gonna go down. Range Barracks gonna be the next contested subject. And it seems like, I mean, Hellborn team, and they might be done here. They lose the entire melee Rex, and they don't have any buyback on the Lodestone, by the way. So it's gonna be a 4 versus 5 situation. Can they win the Dark Lady? Biggest question, really. Swiftblade completing his really interesting build there is actually gonna be the Jominus Bane, and it seems like he is not gonna have a little bit of that damage effect here. Yep, gonna pot a little bit of the ulti though, but Magnus canceling really big lava surge there. And we look at Dark Lady just nicely stunned there. Ophelia gonna try run away from Dark Lady. You must be kidding me, man. She's the coolest chick in town. And we got Hack here, trying to make something happen. But Dark Lady is just biting on her, really making it painful to watch. Magma's looking to go down really, but Swiftblade goes down again it is. And they don't have any money on him more. It seems like pretty much done already. Yep. Dark Lady still standing. Wretched Hack. A lot of trouble there. Raidmaster's Call. Not gonna be defending him enough. Lodestone comes back out. Stun on Dark Lady. Yes, Shadow Storm, please. Maybe. No, not gonna happen. Not enough mana. For whatever reason, gets silenced. Hack comes back out. Dark Lady, they need to just kill this woman, man. Somebody stop her. No, Lodestone goes down. No, Hack goes down. I'm sorry, Dark Lady goes down. And Hack stands. Man, that is... Can you see the damage, bro? Rex down south. Rex middle lane. Completely gone. Dark Lady, man.
I mean, in the meantime though, like the top lane was being pushed down. The defense tower actually took a lot of damage from them. So they have only that to work with, but they took 2 pairs of Raxes, 6k gold on Dark Lady. He can buy whatever the hell he wants to buy right now. Keeper of the Forest gonna probably work towards getting the Demonic Breastplate, which is in my opinion very late to come out right now. They should have had this a pretty decent long time ago. Pyromancer just still sitting on the same items, of course, as warding around. He has 2k gold, so he can actually get things like a Portal Key if he really wants to. I don't really think he needs that Void Talisman. I guess it's kind of useful against the Swift Slashes, seeing as to how Swiftblade is constantly trying to attack him. But yeah, I mean, right now, look at Glacius, man. Pick up the Portal Key, wants to jump in together with the rest of his teammate. In the previous engagement, I wanted to mention that the skirmish was split in 2. Again, good job by Dark Lady to just constantly keep the rest of the entire MRR team at bay behind and in the background, and that's why the 2 heroes that were locked out of the game were, I think it was the Hag and the Lodestone in the front, and they both actually used their not Ghost Scepter, sorry, the Void Talisman to actually try to avoid the last hits coming out from Dark Lady, but they still died in the end, and that's kind of like one of the main reasons why they won that team fight. It was really, really great coming out by them.
The biggest question, again, I have to say this, is why did they give Kong's token away to Dark Lady? That was the biggest problem for MRR there, because if they had the token of level, if they took the fight there at the very least, yes, you may not have that, yes, a little bit of a tower damage, high ground advantage, yes, but you wouldn't have to fight a Dark Lady with double life. So that's the basics there, but anyway, it seems like they're just gonna go in with the final nil in the Hammer here. To the Masters, man. Hate to say this, but Nova is looking strong because he went with the 3-1 bet.
I did too. I get money as well. But yeah, I mean, look at Dark Lady. He picked up Nullstone, man. So
yeah, I don't know why Nullstone, but it's not the wisest item in my honest opinion. I think that maybe a Rift Shot would have been
I mean, he
better.
just damage, right? Like right now, he doesn't really need to go protective. He just needs to like just get up in the faces of the Hellborn team and just like completely crush them.
Yeah, but anyway, ladies and gentlemen, finals, man. 41 minutes in, 16 to 17, pretty close to fight, but Dark Lady eventually gonna snowball out of control as compared to the Swiftblade. They didn't address the Dark Lady all this game, by the way. It's all completely unregulated Dark Lady. This is what happened when you let a really mad woman in your house. She's gonna take out everything there. Your bookshelves, your sofa, your couch, your television, your console, your PS3, your computer.
What?
All the Rexes completely gone.
They're gonna go for Kong, and this is
again, yes.
Yeah, they're gonna win after taking this, definitely.
Yes, and it's gonna be a 4,000 gold points for Turtle Masters, man. If this happens, well, I'm just gonna say that Thunder Masters will eventually secure a spot in the final playoffs, but they are just so strong. They played a very great few games in this whole G-League Cycle 1. It's been a fantastic tournament for them, and out of 30 matches, only losing 3. And out of the 34 played today, oh wait, hell, hold on a minute. Glaciers does go down in the background. Yeah, but out of the 34 played, losing only 4. So that's even better stats, lower than 10% by the way. But
Yeah.
yeah, but again, if they lose this, then it's gonna be losing 5. But other than that, I don't see how they're actually gonna lose this right now.
I don't. Yeah. The thing about the Swift Blade, he used the Swift Slashes onto Glaciers just now. Don't think that was really necessary. It is kind of a long cooldown. The next team fight is gonna happen now. They have token. They are definitely not gonna wait 1 minute before the Swift Blade ulti is up. So
Please give me 1 minute.
yeah, kind of unfortunate for him to actually use it onto just that measly Glaciers that's gonna be coming out in 16 seconds. So yeah.
Measly Glaciers. Yeah, I just like how you just degraded the whole hero there. I mean, Mr. Ghost will not be pleased, man, but
Yeah.
measly.
But now it seems like they're gonna try to go sneaky with the Ophelia play, using the Rocket Drill together with the port back from the Ophelia's touch from. Sorry, not.
Yeah, but we analyzed this play before. It's not gonna be effective, and man, really, the moment you get pot all the way home, it's just gonna open a bit of a window for your team to go in there. And Swift Blade, he does crit about 500 damage. That's a lot, but well, Dark Lady does about decent 500 damage without critical. It's not like she needs it anyway. Yep.
Yeah, and I don't know. I just feel like Dark Lady could just go for just go all the way and like damage like YOLO. Just go for freaking Doombringer. Just rape everyone with like that auto attack, man. That's all you need to do. Just right click people to death. You have the rest of your team to lock them down.
Yep, you do. Don't have to worry too much about that. But now, not gonna be a pot in the right direction though. Yep, Magma's gonna pot back a little bit. But that being said, I'm gonna do a little bit of analysis on this Ophelia. So what has she really accomplished in this game? Other than a few clutch stunts by the micro, yes, as well as the fact that the Ophelia's touch. But I would have personally traded up for a Torture or anything of that sort here, man, because Torture would have been able to put forward a lot more early game pressure. And I'm just saying this because I think that's completely bad draft for the Ophelia. But well, they did secure the top lane. I'm not saying they didn't, but look where they are right now, on the back foot, because Ophelia is completely useless, and I thought would have been a lot more useful in the late game.
And I just feel like Turtle Master's just playing with MR right now. They could just go up to the base, just hit it.
Oh, he goes to become a toy. The Swift Blade in a lot of trouble there. Lodestone goes into kill here, and Magmas is actually in a lot of trouble there. But Bad Blood's not gonna hit anyone at all. What is he doing there? Swift Blade looking to stay alive. A second rook's gonna pop there. Lodestone in a lot of trouble. Lodestone, but Dark Lady goes down, and it seems like Token's gonna be used here. But Rupture's gonna burn down, and Glaciers. Fire and Ice combination is gonna burn down Hellborn team. Hellborn looking to tap out here. No buyback. Swift Blade still alive somehow. He bought back, yes indeed. But there's just no hack. And can Swift Blade do this without his ugly partner? We don't know. Ladies and gentlemen here, completely raxed out. Ophelia. Token of sacrifice there. Wretched Hack gonna turn to a toy also. Now gonna go down really quickly. Dark Lady just standing behind a little bit too much. I mean, this is gonna be the moment of glory for Thunder Masters, man. They are looking to win this match. No game 5. We're gonna take game 4 really easily and make it clear that MRR really deserves to be in the second spot there. A little bit disappointing for all MRR fans there, but that Swift Blade just standing there in the fountain. Look at the hopelessness in his face, in his eyes. He's hiding in shame. This warrior is actually not gonna be able to do a thing against this whole team here. It's gonna be called GG here. And again, look at the Dark Lady. Yes, he will be able to avenge his whole team, but the tower falls, the shrine falls. It's gonna be Turtle Masters, your champion for Cycle 1.
Damn, that game, man. That was almost like, I have to say, like during the middle stages of the game, that was a little bit passive, but because that was just due to the fact that Dark Lady was continuously farming up, and that's why you saw he was such a beast at the end of the game, like 620. It's almost like 630 gold per minute. I felt like he could buy whatever he really wanted to buy. He had like 6k gold at the end of it. Like he was just sitting there right-clicking people. Like imagine if he had the Doombringer, what do you call this? If he had the Doombringer before that last team fight, he would have just melted everyone in just a couple of seconds. So yeah, I mean, still either ways, wanted to play safe. It is of course the final game to decide whether or not they are the winners for cycle number 1, and they are definitely deserving of that right now.
Yes, definitely so. And well, we're just looking at having the entire cycle one completed here, and I'm just really glad because the teams that deserve to win, they win. The teams that deserve to lose, they lost. I'm not saying that from a bad point of view, but I'm just hoping that whichever team it is, sorry, that is coming into G-League Cycle 2, they gotta have to be prepared against the Masters, man. These are your champion, and look at the way they play. There's just nothing that a mad woman cannot do in your house, really. So that's it, man. I'm just gonna repeat a little bit of the standings so you guys have a very clear impression. But that being said, I am also gonna show you guys the brackets clearly so you guys know who's actually gonna be in terms of points. Yes, so we have got the points and payout list here, and it's gonna be up on the stream very soon. Hold on a second for that. Yep, just gonna make sure that this is actually within sizable readable range so you guys are actually able to enjoy that. So yeah, man, it's gonna be a really interesting. It has been a really interesting series, man. Before we talk about the series, though, please let me know, Lark, exactly what do you think went wrong there for Team MRR?
Well, I mean, just Team MMR, like, again, drafting wise, not as strong as you'd like it to be. And I mean, Affiliate was okay in my opinion in that kind of lineup, because if they were able to continue, not continue, if they were able to get that early aggression on, it would be very very hard for the Legion team to come back, because they can push down towers so quickly with just Affiliate creeps and the rest of the team. They have the Master of Arms to push down creep waves with the acid bomb. And the thing is, like if they went for something else instead of Swiftblade, it would have been much more easier. But yeah, I mean, again, it comes down to just the execution as well. They didn't really do that well in terms of laning phase. So I have to say, like, I mean, MMR just got outdrafted and outplayed, in my opinion, and outlaned. Like Turtle Masters, they just really did everything perfectly. They got all the right item pickups. You saw the Keeper of the Forest go for the early Restoration Stone that helped so much in the later stages of the game, especially the with the help of the Magmas. Like the Magmas made really huge plays, man, with the big eruption into a 3-man line stun right there. And he even had a cool sheepstick, and like Dark Lady just did his own thing. The RPG game, man. He went full mode RPG, got all the items that he really needed. He was sitting at 6k gold. It was like, whatever. He just bought the freaking Nullstone. Like, yeah, you can argue Nullstone is like, why you want to get the Nullstone? Oh, Nullstone's great for canceling this, canceling that, but it was really not necessary. Like even for a Swiftblade ultimate, that won't do much. I mean, because the thing is, like, you're so clumped up in the group, the Swiftblade is just gonna get silenced so easily. Once the what do you call this? The Dark Lady just goes onto you. You have a lot of backup from the rest of the team. You have a lot of lockdown. Like, so what if you use the Swift Slashes? Is not going to do enough damage since the rest of your team is there. You have Astrolabe up onto your Glacius as well. A lot of armor coming out from God Hand. So yeah, I mean, he could even gone YOLO, got a Doombringer and all this kind of stuff. But yeah, still, they did a pretty good job of controlling the entire of that game. So definitely have to give hats off to Turtle Masters as well as MR for doing so well in this G League.
Yes, they did fantastically well. So I mean, guys, you can't just blame them and say, "Yeah, you guys are just shit, man," because I find that MR they deserve to be here, man. Second spot, they're not gonna have anything less than that. They definitely have given their all in this tournament, and I'm just really happy for them that they won. Of course, as in they won second place, definitely not the whole series. To the Masters, man, they are just looking at a total of 34 games being played in the G League, and they just lost a total of 4. Yep, and that's like 4 out of 34, man, even less than 10%, if I'm not wrong. So, is it less than 10% or slightly more than 10%? Slightly
I'm
more than
not.
10%.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's okay because that's actually a lot coming up for Turtle Masters. No other team actually will manage to accomplish this, and I do believe they set a standard for G League Cycle 2. So now I'm gonna show you guys the final standings here, and gonna start from the bottom. 16 spot is actually gonna be who we are. 15 Guilty Crown, 14 Impunity Fire that has been disbanded, by the way. So they will just collect the prize money and will not be bothered too much by the points. 13 being placed is gonna be Their Star Boy Band. So 13 to 16 will all be relegated to Division 1 in the respective region. I do believe that Guilty Crown and Who We Are is going to go to the Southeast Asian Division 1. And we do have TSBB and Impunity Fire. Impunity Fire disbanded, so that's fine. TSBB is going to go to the Thailand side of Div 1. Also, in 12th spot is gonna be third, yes, second runner up, that's right. Always confused between those numbers. And 11th place is gonna be G-Speed AVI, that's a Thai team. Vietnamese team, top Vietnamese team, still in the G-League, top 10 by the way. At 9th spot, Fun Place. At 8, Anti-Moon Queen AMQ. 7th is Step Gods from Thailand. AMQ is from Malaysia, by the way. 6th is Open House Party, Crow Moon Yong, and these are the people from Thailand. And in 5th spot is Impunity Storm. Impunity Storm, man, they are just looking so strong in Cycle 2 because they just recruited a new member, and that's gonna be Emperor. So we are looking at the combined firepower of Snovar and Emperor. Both of them gonna be looking so strong in Cycle 2, and I just hope that they do even better because now they're just gonna finish at the 5th spot, securing themselves 1,000 points, which is the equivalent of winning Div 1, by the way. So that's pretty fine. And in the 4th spot, we do have let me just add it up really nicely for you so you guys can see it clearly. Also, we do have Bricks, if I'm not wrong. Where's Bricks? Yep, there you go. Bricks. That's right. Oops, size not correct, but I'm gonna resize it for you guys. Yep. So Bricks is gonna be in the 4th spot, and congratulations to them. I personally thought that they didn't have the best of series here coming into this particular tournament. The fact was that they actually didn't have a very easy early part of the league because they were up against top teams and they just kept losing. After that, they just had insane comeback after day 5 of G-League Cycle 1, if I'm not wrong. So I've been really following this closely. The next in line is going to be the 3rd place, and that's going to go to a team that we are all very familiar with. It's going to be Orange Esports. That's right. So Orange Esports will be securing their 3rd spot. And definitely, I thought that this team had got a lot more to offer in terms of standard as well as positioning. I thought that they're actually going to finish top 2, but that's just fine. So Orange is going to be standing there in the 3rd spot and will win themselves 1,200 Singapore dollars as well as 2,000 points, because this points is going to be what that matters. It's not about the prize money. And at the very end, it's going to be about collecting the most amount of points so that the top 8 teams going to go to these entire playoffs there. Now that we are pretty much closer to the finishing line, going to do a little bit of resizing. Yep. And also, oh wait, they got mispositioned. Yep, Orange going to be here. Bricks going to be here, as well as the next thing that I'm just going to put for you guys. It's going to be MRR, our 2nd place. They win themselves a decent 2,500 points. That's a lot. So you're going to have to win Div 1 twice if you want to try and best MRR's current points, and that's going to be pretty much hard. Basically, only the top 4 spot actually gets a little bit of extra points, and they are going to be the ones that's just looking at a quick possibility into that final playoffs. And last but not least, our champions of G-League Cycle 1. It's going to be Turtle Masters, by the way. And they are going to be winning themselves 4,000 points.
Yep,
And
definitely well-deserving victory by them. I mean, Turtle Masters, they have been on the top of the G-League tables the entire series. And like you mentioned, they only had 3 losses, man. Like
from the round
and
robin stages, yes, that's
yeah,
right.
it's like just insane the amount of effort and work they've put in. I feel like they are definitely coming a long way. Definitely showing their true potential to the rest of the world, and I think if they keep working at it, they definitely can best international teams in the future.
Yeah,
And
man, that's my
yeah.
dream. That's my dream for a Southeast Asian team to just show the whole world, or maybe the whole HoN community that, you know, we do have pretty decent team. And look at the way Turtle Masters play, man. If they live up to the same standard in the finals, they may actually be the one representing Southeast Asia. But before we go there, we still have 3 other cycles done, man. So Lark, let's do a little bit of a closure for cycle 1. Any last words from your point?
Just no, nothing much really. Just that it's gonna be an interesting cycle too, because we have a couple of teams coming into G League, 4 different teams, and 4 teams leaving as well. So definitely looking forward to those teams and how they will mesh well with the rest of the current teams in G League.
Yes, it's interesting to see that. And also, well, Lark, that's about it for your closure.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine, don't worry about it. Yeah.
Yeah, simple.
Yeah, so now gonna do a little bit of closure on my part, and I hope you guys enjoy our cast. First things first, thank you for watching, all 600 plus of you. This is the finals of HoNTour Southeast Asia G-League Cycle 1, which means that we're gonna take a 1-week break. Yes, please, 1-week break. Yes, and that being said, G-League Cycle 2 will begin the week after. It's actually gonna happen on the 16th of September. That's going to be the first day, as well as the fact that we will be showing you the schedule of the cast and the whole bracket. That's going to be on our Facebook page, and the link's going to be dropped on the channel very quickly. In case it doesn't, please go to facebook.com/Epic Gaming Television. That's going to be spelled in full. And next, going to shout out to the whole of EGTV's crew here who have been casting with me. Of course, a part of it also. So it's been a fantastic experience casting this whole G-League Cycle 1 with you guys, and I just appreciate the amount of sacrifice you guys brought forward here. We've got lots of problems in this whole casting team. People having to go to school, people having to go to work, people having overslept, drunk, and stuff. But thank you for the sacrifice at the very least. And also, next, gonna do a little bit shout out to the community. Thank you guys for supporting us. Really, we started EGTV just when Cycle 1 began. And right now, I'm just really surprised, man. We've got like 400 plus, actually 300 plus, yeah, 300 plus likes on our Facebook page already. And the new channel is looking good to go, man. We're just looking at more production, maybe interesting videos. So you can always play with the casters. If you are online, please always connect to channel EGTV. That's where we are always going to be. And you can always join us for a quick game here and there. It will be streamed live. If you want us to cast your screams, also drop us a little bit of an invite there. That's it. We are pretty much done here. And G-League Cycle 1, man. Props up to the entire 16 G-League teams. Thank you for giving us a really awesome show. A little bit sad to see that the bottom 4 is going to be relegated, but we're just going to welcome the new members, and they are going to be RDCF from Southeast Asia, Dash Rich called Fabulous, that's one. The next one's going to actually be Sawadee Cup Gaming. This is not a Thai team, it's actually a Singaporean team. So Sawadee Cup Gaming is also known as SDK. They're going to come in. Myth as to why. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, sorry, it's finally going to come back into this scene, and Mayday looked forward to punish this TurS, man. You have been bad, TurS. That's what they're saying. But the last team, a little bit unexpected, but it's also going to be a Thai team. If I'm not wrong, it's actually going to be KID. Yep, so KID, they deserve to be here, man. They did fantastically well in the Div 1 playoffs. So, yeah, these are going to be the next 4 teams. 2 very strong Thai team, 2 questionable Southeast Asian team that are going to be the underdogs of this whole tournament. And Impunity Storm that's just revamped. These are all going to happen in G-League Cycle 2. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you for following us. And you have just completed G-League Cycle 1. Hooray! And we will be back with G-League Cycle 2 after 1 week of break. So ladies and gentlemen here, I hope you guys enjoy our cast as well as this whole series. Big props to you guys who have been following us. Thank you for just supporting our Facebook as well as stuff like that. It's all because of you guys that the stream is still alive. And I hope that you guys will help to build the community into a little bit of a stronger perspective. That being said, this is Babel. With me is Lark. Very lovely as usual. We are still going to be here. And the next time we can catch me and Abstract live is going to be on the 14th September. And that's going to happen in, let me just see. Yep, it's going to happen 14th September at Bugis Plaza. For all Singaporean, if you want to just come down and see us live, you can definitely do so. Other than that, fellow foreigner friends, gonna have to see us on Twitch again.
Unless you wanna come see me as well, I'll be in Malaysia. No worries.
Yeah, Lark is it's gonna be in Malaysia, so it's not gonna be casting the tournament, but that's fine. And also gonna do a little bit of advertisement for Gurna under the request of GM Mishis. You can always join the Sound Blaster tournament. I'm not so sure if the registration is still open, but that's gonna happen next week, by the way. And next week means that it's gonna happen on Monday. That's tomorrow. Yay, more tournaments. Yes, not really sure if we'll cover it, but I do hope we are. That's it. This is Babel for the last time. See you guys for HoNTourSEA Southeast Asia 1 week later. Stay cool and enjoy your week.
See you guys.